Welcome to NYC Chat Room with Tiffany and Lauren, and today is Cyber Monday. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and tell us what you think. We like the feedback, and thank you to all of our subscribers thus far.
Thank you.
So we're going to get right into it. Some of the things that's been going on in the news is, first we're going to start off with Cardi B, this whole Surviving Cardi B hashtag. Apparently there was a video of her that surfaced, everybody has seen it by now, where she's talking about her days being a stripper in the Bronx, and how she pretty much used to scam men into thinking they were going to get some, and drugging them and robbing them.
Niggas must have forgot, my nigga, the shit that I did to motherfucking survive. Like, I had to go strip. I had to go, oh yeah, you wanna fuck me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do.
Yeah. So everyone likened this to Bill Cosby and to R. Kelly as being like a sexual predator, which I didn't understand. It's robbery, but I don't know if it's sexual.
Yeah, I didn't see it as
abuse.
Rape.
Yeah, because the men were DTF.
Yeah.
And they didn't end up having any sex. It is theft, and that's a crime, yes, but it's not sexual assault.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
And people were like in the comments like, what if it happened to your loved one? Like, I'm gonna ask him, what the fuck is you doing?
Trying to buy a pussy, like, who's wrong?
Like, what are you doing?
Trying to buy a vagina. I have questions. And that's a prostitution, partaking in and purchasing of prostitutes is a very seedy and risky thing. Lots of
risky being the key word.
Yeah. So there's things that can happen to you. There's
right. You know the possibility.
Especially if you buying a Bronx prostitute, you living your life real foul. like
no shade.
I said what I said. Okay, you buying a Bronx prostitute, you playing fast and loose with your life. I have questions.
Yeah, I mean, that whole scenario, like we said, not saying that what she did was right. We know it's wrong.
It is wrong.
But we know that that's the lifestyle that she was in. That's the lifestyle, like she said, if you go in to the strip club thinking that you about to take one of the strippers home with you.
Thinking that you're going to pay for sex.
What you thought was going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, you thought she was just going to say thank you and have a nice day? Like, That's what they do. They set
the whole
dudes
setup. I feel like that's pretty old. Like that's been happening.
That has been happening. Cardi is not the first one to do it. It has been. We've seen it in movies. We've seen it in TV shows. We know that this is something that goes on in that lifestyle. Is like we said. Is it right? No,
we don't
it's
condone it.
horrible.
But you men, I mean, are you really going out here going off with strange strippers?
Right.
And
you're not being. That's not rape. It's not rape.
It's theft.
It's right.
It's robbery.
It's robbery.
Yeah.
And for people to sit there and make it, into comparing it to Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, there is no comparison to that.
There were
bullshit.
people that were like, "Oh, did she even stick around and see if they woke up?" Trying to imply that she may have murdered someone.
Yeah, that's what they said.
You don't think it'd be easy enough to be like, "Oh, well, he was with this stripper all night."
Right.
If there was a murder. Like,
and Cardi B was a very known, even when she was a stripper. She was still a public figure, right? Like she was a very
IG
much
personality. And when she said it, people didn't have a problem. She says, and that's why before Cardi B was on Love and Hip Hop, I never followed her.
Yeah.
Because one minute she'd be hilarious,
right,
and the next minute she'd say some shit that have you like, that's some bird shit. Like what? So I never followed old crooked teeth Cardi B.
Yeah.
I'm not anti Cardi B. I'm just saying that.
I like her.
I would have my moments where I don't know if I like her. I think that I love her success story.
I do like that.
But her as a person, I don't know.
Her as a person, I don't know, because we have heard some shady stuff. So let me take that back. Like she said, her story, I like the fact that she was an underdog and she came up.
Right.
And she became successful.
And she's herself.
Right.
And not trying to put on airs.
Right.
All of that is really endearing. But I would see her and Explore, and I'd be like, ha ha. And the next time I would see her and Explore, I'd be like, ew.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? And I would never click the follow button because it was like, I can't condone this bird shit that she says.
Yeah.
So
the hashtag, the surviving Cardi B.
I'm sure if they dig, they'll find worse shit that she said about, just you know, she said things about people's dead children.
Yeah.
Like, she does not watch her Bronx mouth.
Yeah, people are saying that she should lose endorsements because of it. She didn't put it in a rap song. Like, it wasn't...
Nicki did. Nicki Minaj had a rap lyric that said that she robs niggas.
Somebody else said that. I don't remember.
The lyric was there.
It.
Let's look it up. The Nicki lyric.
Yeah. Surviving Cardi B, like, these men knew what they signed up for when they went out with her. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you're in the strip club trying to pay a stripper for sex, be prepared that she might try to rob your ass in the hotel. Stupid.
Yeah, and I think that you have to know, and that's why it was never. No one's ever reported it as being something that happened to them, because you chalk it up as some shit that happens in that type of lifestyle.
In the song, it's called Miami. Okay. She said, I flew in from Trinidad, peeped this nigga pressing. I think he popped a molly, cause look how he's sweating. I'ma let my niggas rob him as soon as it's setting. None of you bum bitches can sit with me in Gretchen. So she's talking about...
Her stuff is always like a nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
To her teen.
So, Nicki Minaj, I think it's the same kind of thing. These men are like popping pills and doing drugs. And when they start to slip, she might slip their Rolex off. I'm not sorry for them niggas. Do I go around robbing niggas? Never have I ever in my life been a stripping hoe. But that's just me. Cardi's a different type of bitch. But we already knew that. And we love that about her.
Yeah.
I'm saying the collective we. I never followed that woman. Do I now?
I do follow her now. I do. I follow her.
I don't think I ever hit that follow button. She has a couple of songs that I do listen to, one or two. I've never been a fan.
But the whole Surviving Cardi B thing, it makes no sense. And people are saying that she should lose the endorsements that she has.
I think it's just salty men that just feel like men should get away with raping women.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, Rick Ross. They brought up Rick Ross, and when he lost his endorsement a few years ago, I think it was with Reebok.
Yes, he said something about
Molly.
Rape. Yeah, he said,
slipped a Molly in her.
Remember that song, You Ain't Even Know It?
Yeah, that was it.
He said
slipped
some
a
shit
Molly
like,
and she
ain't even
know
it. I went home, I enjoyed that. She ain't even know it.
Yeah.
That was some rape.
Yeah,
because he said he had sex with an unconscious person. He
slipped a Molly in there and had sex with her, and she didn't know it. Yeah. That is rape. That is
Cardi B said that the nigga wanted to have sex with her, and he got drugged. And while he was out, he got robbed. That's robbery. There's robbery, and then there's rape.
She didn't say
robbery and rape. I feel like we need to put the words robbery and rape. There's two different things.
Both wrong.
Both wrong.
But different.
Yeah, like they say on SVU, sexually based offenses are especially heinous.
Yeah.
And that's not robbery, okay? I feel like rape is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And these men got robbed.
Right.
That's different. And this nigga that came out talking about, yeah, man, I survived. I don't believe shit he's saying.
They said that he was an actor.
Okay.
It wasn't real. He was just trying to...
Sit down, you hoe ass.
He was an actor. I mean, I don't know if he's still saying he's sticking to the story, but I think it's very evident that he's just an actor trying to get some clout.
I don't think Cardi B will be canceled because...
No, she's not. She's doing the right thing. Whoever told her to just lay low, don't talk, be quiet, it'll blow over. Mm-hmm. And that's her best bet to do at this point. Just shut up, don't say nothing, take care of culture, and come back, in about a month or so, and, do what you do.
Moral of the story is, men, if you're out here dealing with dirty skeezers, and thinking that you're gonna
if you go into the strip club, take your ass home and have sex with your wife or your woman, because most of you have them and you're still out there.
Or go out take one of the girls. No, you don't. You just don't want to be in the Bronx picking up random bitches.
Or anywhere. Stop going to the strip club and taking the strippers home. Yeah. Okay, they are there for a job. You are looked at as a job. That's it. That's it. You're a job.
Mm-hmm. So leave Cardi B alone. Moving right along.
So next we're going to talk about Jada Corinne Pinkett-Smith and August Alsina and his little spicy self. So August Alsina,
I heard he's very well endowed. He showed it, too. Hasn't he? He had a little peen.
Maybe, possibly. Yeah. So
Nunia.
Yeah. So August Alsina has a new song called Nunia, or it's come out with this song called Nunia.
As in none your business.
Why is you texting me, asking who next to me? Why you care about who having sex with me?
Yeah. So it comes up like a text message conversation, and the name that's up top is called Corinne, and people have brought it to the attention that Jada Pinkett-Smith's middle name is Koren, Koren. And we've seen that August Alsina has attributed him getting off of pills and, the drug abuse because of Jada and the family, as she's like to say. But then it looks like people were seeing that their relationship was a little, like, oh, what's going on there? But no one actually said anything.
The clip where they asked him, like, what are your thoughts? He looked like a hurt little kid. Like, he wanted to be like, that bitch.
Yeah, like, he was kind of, like, rubbing his chest. His some memories was hitting him, okay? Jada done put that thing on that boy, and he don't know what to do with himself.
Every time there's an older woman that has a young boy smitten, I always felt like they were salad tossing.
I was saying the same thing. I
was like, she probably did some freaky shit.
August Alsina probably had his legs behind his head. Like, Jada looked like she was doing something. And Jada is little.
She looked like she has a candle lit.
Yeah.
And she put his, like, some kind of
She was
shrine.
with some tantra stuff. Like, staring at his eyeballs,
Breathe, August.
Yeah. She probably was holding him like a baby, swaddling him. He didn't know what to do.
Dropping on him and sucking his big toe.
So
when she was done, he was like, leave Will Smith and come be with me.
And I think that's exactly what happened. Like, he created this fantasy of Jada in his head, and Jada made it very clear that she will never leave Will Smith. She said, we are in this thing forever. She has made that very clear that she is never leaving Will. And he has said the same thing.
Junk in the trunk up here gonna make her leave her boo, okay?
Never.
So August, you listen, you caught feelings, my nigga. You was a side nigga, you got beside yourself.
Yeah, so in the Nunia song, he's pretty much telling her, like, she's saying, hey, what's going on? What's up with us? And he's in the song saying, like, why you worried about who's sleeping in my bed? Why you worried about me all of a sudden? Pretty much like a scorned man would do. And he's like, you shouldn't worry about me. And then it starts with, this is Nunia. And then it goes into the whole song of Nunia business, pretty much, him telling her. But, yeah, I definitely think they smashed. I definitely think they did. And he caught all the feelings and the butterflies in the world. And when she shut him down that she was never going to leave Will, he didn't know what to do with that.
She seems to have this effect on men.
She does.
She has this effect on Tupac.
She does.
And
I think it's that warming nature. Yeah, she has something about her that tends to, make them feel some type of way. Yeah, but August, you find somebody else. Your heart is broken right now.
Well, supposedly Will has his side bitch. They've shown her. See if we can find a picture of her. She travels with him everywhere. People are alleging that that's his girlfriend. She's just a nobody. I don't like the word nobody, but she is not a celebrity. She's just a regular chick.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, if August Alsina would have played his little role, then.
Yeah, it probably could have worked out. But, August Alsina seems like a very sensitive man.
Most of them are. As much as they try to front, these men will, especially if you're not the one that's broken up, they get real clingy.
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell. And he's going through a lot, with the losing. I think it was his mom?
I think he also has some kind of heart problem, didn't he?
He has, I know he's like going blind.
Oh,
I do know it's like vision problems. And then he's raising like his little sisters. So he's definitely had a lot going on.
Was vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable in his life. He's definitely had a lot. And I like August Alsina. I do like him. So, I mean, we wish him the best. Jada ain't the one for you, though. Leave her alone.
Leave that old witchy
Leave that alone. Because she'll lure you back in and you won't know what to do with yourself.
She got vaginal rejuvenation.
I don't remember that.
No, she was like, I had the vagina.
I've heard that from people, that really does something.
It did something to August. It snatched his soul.
Sorry, Og.
She got that soul snatcher.
Yeah. Sorry, Og.
Anyway.
Move along.
August.
Yes.
I hope you got it off your chest with the song.
And just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Anywho. So next we have Wendy Williams and her woes. I felt bad for her.
Yeah.
I didn't at first, but I just feel like the reason why I've come to a place where I feel bad for her from when we first talked about it in December is that I don't think she's accepted or she's dealing with it well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta scrape your shit up as a woman and say.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of even famous people who kind of was feeling the same way in the beginning, like, oh, now Wendy, but a lot of people are like, now I feel bad for her as a woman.
It's not easy to watch somebody crash and burn, regardless of their past. I don't enjoy other people's misery, so it seems like a hard situation. And this must be
tough for her, because they've been together for so long, and so publicly, she does need to get a divorce. She needs to leave him.
And she needs to have him out of her space. Mm-hmm.
I know it's probably hard because they're intertwined with business. People are saying that on the show that they are still cordial with each other. It was alleged about last week that...
What's his role? Her manager?
Yeah.
All right, so manage me over the phone.
I think he manages the whole show, though.
Bruh.
Or something of that nature.
And that's why I would never want that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Not that you anticipate that your significant other
we can go into
dirty,
we can go into
business. You gotta
business.
have your own
right. Like, I don't mind us having businesses together, but my everyday business where I gotta show up.
And he's such a dick. If he really did these things and he still shows up to work like, oh, you gonna deal with me, put the light like this.
And I think that's like, how he is. He's very chauvinistic. And we're seeing that even Charlamagne is talking a lot more, because he never used to say anything about the situation, and he's coming out saying, the reason that they had a falling out is because Wendy Williams' husband, Kevin, whose real name is Kelvin, as we've been hearing, has always wanted this girl, is it Sharina, aka Nikki. He never wanted any other man around her, and Charlamagne's, I don't know if he's his friend or manager. I don't know. I think it's his friend. One of his boys was trying to
his
friend
there
Wax.
Was something there, yeah.
He was like talking to her, or they were kind of, just friendly with each other. And Kevin got upset and pretty much got Charlamagne fired.
Charlamagne actually said she was the one who wanted him.
Right, she did. That's what he says. That she was the one pursuing him and ended up getting Charlamagne fired off the show. So it seems like it's just a long-standing history of Mr. Kevin being a jerk, pretty much, to everyone, and being over this woman.
He can't even fall back when her running her show.
And this must be a long time, because Charlamagne hasn't been on that Wendy Williams show, because they were in Philly, I think, at the time. That's over 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. So this Sharina person has been in the picture for a long time.
I think were they in New York, and then he went to Philly? I don't remember, but... Yeah, it was a few years ago.
It was a long time ago.
I just feel like it's just, God, it's so hard to watch. She seems like she's struggling with substance abuse now, or intoxication.
Right. They said last week that they found her. She left the show. She checked out of her sober house, and then they didn't know where she was for a certain period of time. And they found her. She was drunk, and they had to take her to the hospital. They gave her something that's called a banana bag, which is like fluids and pretty much things to get over a hangover, and pushed her ass back out on the Wendy Williams show the next morning. And she did good. So something is, keeping her propped up, because she's still on it. She's not, stuttering or anything of that nature. She has still pretty much been on it during the show. But now the show is doing a hiatus for a week for the spring break. Yeah. Which they're saying is like a spring break, which a lot of shows do. So maybe it was. I don't know why she just didn't carry it out and come back until after all of that. But I guess, she wanted to save face or show, like, I'm still here. But, I do feel bad for Wendy, and I do wish her the best with this situation, because Kevin is an asshole, and it seems like he's wanting to leave more now.
She's an asshole, too.
She is, but I still don't think she deserves this.
I don't know if, I'm not gonna say whether or not she deserves it. I just don't like to watch her go through it. It's weird. It's intense. It's a lot. To watch someone who he pretty much gave a life betray, because what else was he really doing? I don't know what he was about before her, but we don't know his name without Wendy Williams. So let him go with his chick and have his baby.
Yeah, I mean if he wants to be 50-something years old, still out here, tricking, like, let him do that.
Yeah, bye. And then he'll just cheat on her later.
That's exactly
I'm sure
what's
she's
gonna
not the
happen.
only one. She's just probably the main side chick.
Yeah.
But there's other side chicks. And
once she has to deal with him 24/7, if it does end up ending with Wendy, it's gonna be like Olivia Pope when she ended up finally getting in the White House and realized that's not what I wanted, because originally I didn't have to deal with you all the fucking time.
Right. Well,
so that's that. Wish Wendy the best. We're gonna see how this plays out for her. We're gonna talk about Jussie Smollett real quick because this story has gone into the ground. But as we all know, all the charges were dropped. He just had to forfeit his $10,000, and that was it.
He chose to forfeit it.
Yeah, and then they let him off saying that he's done community service. We don't know what that community service is.
But why would he do it if he was never guilty? Like, what community service for what?
Right. They said he already did community service, is what they're saying. And she said he forfeited the $10,000. The whole situation, we'll never know the truth. I don't think anybody will. I'm definitely thinking some strings were pulled because the mayor was pissed off and
I never
the
thought
police
he was
department.
going to go to jail.
No, I thought he should have just got a very hefty fine.
Yes, and but we don't want to see you, Jussie. We don't want to see you on a laxative commercial.
Yeah.
We don't want to see you on the
just take your shit and go.
Itchy Creed commercial. We don't want to see you.
Nothing. Just take it and go.
And they're gonna kill you off of Empire.
I think
don't watch that
Empire
fucking
is
show
done.
anyway.
They said their ratings have like tanked since this whole situation, but I think it was tanking altogether. I don't know who was watching Empire still, but to me that show needs to end anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jussie, we don't want to see you. No.
Go start filling out some job applications. I don't want to see you at McDonald's either.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you anywhere. I don't know where you can go where I'd be like,
just go over there somewhere.
We don't want to see you.
Just go.
You're a mess.
Like, take what you did. I mean, people are feeling like he should have. Like, we don't want to see you. That's it.
Bye.
That's that. So, and lastly, in, sad news, we just heard, as far as Nipsey Hussle being murdered in front of his clothing store, which was very sad. I can't say that I knew too much of his music. No. I have heard of him. I knew he was a rapper. And I knew him and Lauren London were together. And they had a very cute relationship. And we see them, they had like magazine covers and shoots and things like that. And we saw them do like little couple things. Yeah,
I knew him by way of Lauren London. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I was up on the business moves. I'm learning more about his endeavors now that he's passed away than I knew before. But now that you're seeing it, it's like, what a loss, because this man was really trying to make some changes within the community, educating himself on finance and stuff like that, which is not something you see too much from a lot of rappers.
Just building businesses in his, the community that he grew up, trying to make it better, for younger people, and it's sad.
And tackling gang violence, because he's from LA,
right?
So that was a priority of his. Very well respected within his community, from what it seems.
Yeah.
So, from what they're saying,
and in the industry,
he was just approached by some guy, and it was like they're trying to imply that it was some kind of just local hood squabble,
right?
It's like something was said, and the
guy
assailant didn't like it.
Yeah, the stories are still coming out as to what exactly happened, but we do know that he was shot, and there was 2 other people who were shot as well.
Just like when any untimely death, you have a lot of conspiracy theories swirling around because of his upcoming documentary with Dr. Sebi. And also some of the efforts philanthropic efforts he's made, and some of the educational efforts he's made.
We've heard.
Yeah, some of the successes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess if you subscribe to that sort of thing, I think, there's some truth in everything.
Right.
But you shouldn't jump all the way out the window with those things. It's just all around sad.
Yeah, it's very tragic.
And I know Lauren London has to be
I feel horrible for her.
A mess.
Because you can tell that their bond was very strong. And then for his kids too.
Yeah.
You feel horrible. He had a young daughter. He had a young son with Lauren London. So it's just horrible all around. And it was senseless. Like, the amount of senseless killings that are happening, it makes absolutely no sense. And we see the outpouring of celebrity people, giving their condolences and speaking about him and how much, he seemed to be, a pretty stand-up guy. So, prayers for his family, Lauren London, his children, his friends, family, everyone who loved him. I guess we'll see, how this plays out, or if they do finally catch who actually did do it. I hope they do get the person and they do serve whatever justice, is due to them. So that's pretty much it for our Cyber Monday. Thanks again for joining us here at NYC Chat Room with Tiffany and Lauren. See you guys next time.
MC, through all your hard work and obvious sacrifice, what advice would you give your younger self now looking back?
Oh man, I don't know. That's a hard one. I would probably say just be more fearless. You know what I mean? I got all my radical moonshots have defined me. That don't be my downfall. My downfall be, you know, not going crazy, right. and not you know, having a higher expectation. Anytime I didn't set my sight on something that seemed way outlandish, it always come back exactly how I seen it.